Hey, right on, guys. Hold on. Oops, where's my phone? Right on, guys. Hold on. Oops, where's my phone?
All right, there we go.
All right, guys, we're going to get started here today. Let me set a timer here for 20 minutes. So, oh, I got to turn this volume down. Apparently it works. There we go. All right, let me get a timer going here for 20-minute blocks. We've got about 90 some odd minutes this morning for us to play. It's an odd Thursday here. I'll be play testing the martial power system in Drunken Yoda Darrow Dominguez's new 5-room dungeon. I suspect he'll be publishing it on ttrpg here in the not too distant future. Well, let's see. My name is Phil Kearney. I create role-playing games. I illustrate them. I publish them online, and I have been working on 5th edition content, publishing on DMsGuild for the past, since 2017. Eberron has been my home turf in my own campaigns from 3rd and 5th edition, and I also spent some time in the Cypher system playing Eberron. It's been my homebrew campaign since roughly 2007, I think. Here's the book cover we're creating for Crystals of a Bar. It's a adventure for 3 to 5 characters, level 7 to 8. Fight undead in Karnath. Here's the dungeon that we've been building. We're doing some dressing today. I spent some time looking at our document here to look at the layout for the room, and I'm pretty happy with where we are at, so I feel confident that we can move forward. Hey, big shout out to the Reddit Eberron community, and I just posted on the X Twitter platform that I am live. You can follow me at Phil Kearney if you're on that platform still. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications when I'm live in the future, which is frequent. So, let's see. Let's get started here. So, I looked up the room content, the dressings for the lab, the training room, and then we'll take a look at the leadership, the officers' quarters if we have time. The first thing I need to do is get a 3rd wind vein going. So let's duplicate this layer. The wind veins push air. Put this. This feels like a pretty good spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that feels right. Let's see. Oh. I know what to do. Okay. We'll have to get back to that. Let's go back down to the lab. And our benches. Yeah. We can do that. Find the best way to do. What I want to do is, just get these wind turbine so that it is covering The wind will blow fumes away. It creates a wind wall effect that pushes wind out from these rotating blades. If this is a pedal pump, and if you keep pedaling it, it causes the turbine to spin, which causes wind to push. It has a 20-foot reach. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So yeah, putting the wind turbine here is probably the best solution. Can I push this out? Another 5. 1, 2. No, because that's going to leave those exposed. It's probably the best place to put it. That would keep this entire area sealed off with fresh air no matter what. So that's actually decent positioning. It's out of the flow of traffic. So that's good. I feel like I could pick up this whole thing. Starting to get in the way. I can drop it back down to here. I like the idea of being able to navigate around the space a bit. That feels good. Not necessarily a fan of this being pressed up against the wall, but I don't hate it. And that bucket should be in between. Do I like how that sits? I think I do. You do! And if I put a light source here, that would blow out this entire area. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this being here. Let's, that feels good. Let's grab that, here and here. Bring those back in alignment. Get the bucket. Center up my bucket because the bucket is important. There we go. Let's take this wind vane and pull it up a bit away from the table. That creates a zone around there. Straight to straight. Straight to straight. Yeah, I think that's going to be okay. Yeah, let's see. So I don't want a light source on top of the wind vane because as it spins, it would create a flickering shadow, which could be obnoxious. So I'm going to want to have a light source just Yeah, okay. So I think that's good placement. I need armor and stuff in here. Weights, weapons. And here I just need doodads and bits. So, okay, cool. Let's make some bits and doodads then. Back at it. All right, I feel confident now. No. Yes. Do I want this against the wall, or do I want space around it? I feel like I want space around it. One, two, three, four. So that gives you navigation room. Probably means you can move the bucket. Squeeze space is no good. Mayhap I need to, yeah, move the wind vein out. Yeah, that'll work. Drop the light source here. Let's move the bucket over to here, and let's reverse. Free transform is what the. Good. Oh, yeah, right. It's supposed to be sitting an angle. I know angle. 2, 3, 4. That means I need to bring in this. Yeah. Logics. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can afford to have this here. That feels good. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a little tighter than it was, but I think I like the positioning in general. And what if I just arbitrarily decided instead of 15 feet they were all 10 feet? Yeah, okay, let's do that. Delete, 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 duplicate, transform, bump, bump, bump. Let's grab that bucket here, and then let's go. Here. you. Take your time with the timer. Stuff and things. That looks good. Okay, so hey, quick tangent real quick. The Martial Power System, we're going to be trying to get a playtest up and running for that as soon as next week. If you've seen my lunch streams, you've seen the development of both Martial Power System as well as the Rubble Belt, the Ravnica Rubble Belt Hex Crawl campaign that we developed to playtest the martial options in. And for those interested, you can join my, it's on my Patreon. There is a poll up for people that are paid members of Patreon for $1 a month. That gives you the first right to choose which day of the week that the playtesting would be on if you want to participate in it. Otherwise, you can join my community and just be part of the pickup crew for any open seats. It'll be for up to 5 players, and if there are any open seats during that time, we'll farm out the spare seat to folks in Discord, and we will have a rotating. If there's enough interest, we'll have a rotating cast of people that can share time in the game. So I just want to put that out there for folks to check into if they are interested. Well, that doesn't feel horrible. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. That feels pretty good. And I can put a, we can just drive a Python into the side of one of these tables to create a light source. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would literally have to put a like a lamp or something like right here or here for me to hit this little bubble, but that's not really important to me. God, my eye. Let's go with light. Where's my light source? Where's my light source? Door frames. It's supposed to be on a door. Thank you. Pythons. Copy paste. Well, I mean, if I stuck it out at the end, it could get knocked off, and that sounds dumb. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good lighting. 1, 2, 3. This is already in good lighting. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the proper place for it to be. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. March down. There you go. There's a little patch of dim light right there. It's funny. But yeah, that's good. So I am happy with that. Light source. Light source. Now we are back into wall, door frame, stairs. I don't know what that's all about. We'll figure it out eventually. There. Okay, so back to the bits and bobs. We got all that figured out finally, and here and whoop, cool. Let's just take that, duplicate it, free transform, merge down. Bits and bobs. There. So I want to move all this business over. Merge down. Nope. I feel like I want to do is grab a sack of grain or like one of these potato slacks. Oof, those things are looking pretty rough. here. We want to have a bunch of bibs and bobs. No. Yes. I need another bucket. I'll label this buckets. Let's grab that bucket. don't think I need to be messing with that so specifically. There we go. Bits and bobs. There we go. A little bit of burner type action going here. There. Some busy work on these tables. It feels pretty good. This stuff is emotionally fatiguing. Where am I at? Hey-oh. There we are. Let's see. What are some other cool bits that I can build out? Bucket. Let's see. All right. I guess we stitch that one shut. Stitch has an itch. go back to 3. There we go. Thin that down. Hey, look, I just got somebody showed up. Who is it? It's Nitro. What up, my guy? If you really want to complicate contraptions on one of the tables, you can maybe reference a Hickman pump. Maybe I could reference a Hickman pump. Thanks. How you doing this morning, my man? Hickman pump. No idea. Oh my god. Well, I mean, I guess so. Holy crap. Okay, what a useful piece of machinery. I mean, maybe not so much. Show me some other bobs and bibs. Yeah, okay. I mean, this is certainly inspiring, so thanks for the tip. It's more than I need, but it tells me how complicated things can get. You know what? I think I've mentioned this on a stream before, but I recently saw the new Wonka movie with Muad'Dib in it, and by God, Willy Wonka is completely an artificer, that like an alchemist. He like if you haven't seen it, it's great. He has a briefcase that's got basically an easy bake oven in it, and like 100 different like weird magical components that he like mixes together. It's like all I need is some egg and milk. And then, like, so they go fetch some egg and milk, and he just creates little potions, like little edible potions. It's so fucking cool. I did not expect. I've never looked at Wonka from that perspective before, but I absolutely love it. Like little magic biscuits that do things to whoever eats them. Kind of like the magic candy from Harry Potter. But it's neat watching him actually make it on the fly. It's like, you look sad. Hold on real quick. And then he whips up something that's like made out of rainbows and daydreams. And it's like, here, eat this. And then they trip for a while and have a good time. Like that is really, really good stuff. I mean, pardon the pun. But I love the narrative of that. Sadly, I will not be on tonight because excitedly there's the I'm participating in Drunken Yoda's 5-room dungeon playtest. He's put together a small adventure space that he wanted people to basically muck around with playtest content, so I have the honor of running one of my martial power battle masters. I built the battle master earlier this week on my lunchtime dev stream. That was on Monday, and I have the martial powers playtest up on my own Patreon right now, looking to see if my paying patrons have an interest on a particular day that they have available to play in, and if there is a tie on which day of the week it would run, or if there's a tie, then we'll kick it to the Discord channel for folks for the rest of the crowd to decide if they want to participate, which day of the week it would best be to do so. And then patrons will have the first right to seats, and any remaining seats that are open will be farmed out again to the Discord community. So if you're interested in these things, please cast a vote and participate. I'd love to have you. Yeah, let's do like So, hey, if you understand the fog box table, it's a study of how different earthly substances react to being saturated in magic fog. If I understand the fog box table. I don't think I have a fog box in the final version, but when we initially had that set up, yeah, it was an experiment to see how other things worked. But I think we dropped that just because it was an unnecessary detail. But yeah, the initial idea was that there would be a box that was full of fog, and then they just insert different items into it just to see how it decays. But I think we're past that at this point. Not that it's not, I mean, it's an interesting item. I just didn't want to devote text to it specifically because it didn't really, other than just being interesting narrative, it didn't really serve any. It's window dressing. I don't know if that's necessarily needed. Fax machine. I apparently have some emotional trauma that's resolving inside of myself this morning. My brain is feeding me instances of trauma I remember in my childhood, and it said, "Did you know?" I'm like, "No, I did not know that." I won't bore. I'll say I won't bore you with the details, but some of this shit that's flowing through me right now is pretty intimate. So I won't share the specific details, but I'm going through some crazy emotional shit right now. So forgive me for being so quiet. I'm having things fed to me that I haven't thought about in a long time, and it's providing me with a fresh perspective about, this is why a lot of that shit went down. I don't know if you knew that or not. I'm like, no, I had no idea, and it is absolutely. I felt like just last night. I felt like I was just boiled in rage for like absolutely no idea. Just came out of nowhere, just absolutely overtook me, and like, why am I suffering through this? And now all these things are leaking out of my heart. It's like, yeah, here's a bunch of poison that you were too young to deal with, but it was forced onto you anyway, so cheers. I'm like, wow, that's Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Not that you guys particularly need to know that. I mean, I'm oversharing, I'm sure, but the point is that I am not as astute and sharp this morning as I think I normally am, and I believe it's mostly because of that processing that's happening. My father was telling me about when he was younger and still working on his farm, that some of the neighbors, they were old enough to drink, so some of the neighbors would go up onto the top of their barn and drink. And you know, a 30-foot tall barn. It's a pretty nice. I have many a time sat atop a barn, sat atop of a barn, and drank. It is a fun experience. But apparently, these neighbors, they were big burly guys, and when they got drunk, they like to throw people off of the barn. So he didn't know this, and he got caught up in a circumstance where he and a couple other guys were up there drinking with him, and one kid got pushed off and broke his leg. And so they came for my dad. So he decided the best way for him to escape that was to control it. So he jumped off the roof himself and broke his ankle. This is in Idaho. No, this was Wisconsin. That's where he grew up. And that just makes me think. I mean, these guys, when they got drunk, they became psychopathic. That's not sadistic is the correct term. Psychopathic it's not the correct term. Psychopaths can be sadistic. They may have been psychopathic because they didn't really care about the consequences of their action. I never got arrested, as far as I know. This is just something that fucking people did on farms back in the 50s. Golden era, my ass. That shit terrifies me, man. My father passed away last year. He had a brain tumor, and it shut him down. Let's do that. Yeah, we'll leave it there. I'm fine with that. Like a fax machine. I'm telling you. Yeah, I really don't know what this thing does. It's just a thing. It's just a device that we decided to build. Ooh, this is kind of work intensive, huh? I like all these things so far. There's like little weirdnesses. That's pretty cool. I like how the wind vane turned out. I'm really happy with that design in general. It's very simple, but I think it gets the point across. Like that rotating blade look, that jet engine look is something I think that just easily something that we can easily in our modern day we can just understand what that shape means. So it feels like it's a good one. Oh man, let me just take a hot second here and say thanks to the communities because let's see, The Spelljammer Combat and Exploration book. It is 5 sales away from going silver medal. It hit copper in a couple days, and it'll be silver. If the current rate continues, it'll be silver by Saturday. I'm not sure if it's going to maintain that pace or not. I absolutely love this book. It's got a $15. It's got a 25% discount, so it's $5 off. Clicking that. And this Saturday, we're going to work on additional asteroids as a separate asteroid, like an asset bundle for your maps. Like have space map, a map of like a play map, like a splashy space background, maybe 2 or 3 different splashy backgrounds, and then 50 individual tokens of asteroids, and then 50 tokens of clusters of asteroids that all add those together into a bundle, and then add it to the Spelljammer book, so the Spelljammer book gets locked in at $15 instead of 20, and then all those assets with it, those 50 some odd asteroids and battle maps as an extra $1. So it's the first expansion product for the Spelljammer Combat and Exploration document that we created, and I'm really excited about that. Make it something that's relatively inexpensive, and an opportunity for us to basically just permanently lock down the cost of the thing and start promoting the bundle instead of the book, so that you're getting more value. And as time goes on, we'll continue adding more things to that bundle and build out a decent toolkit of stuff to be able to do Spelljammer things with, both Spelljammer or sci-fi stuff in general. Like I can take those asteroids and I can put them on ttrpg as an art asset packet as well. Let's see, what do I want to do with this? I think I want to do something different. So thanks a lot to everyone that's been checking out the Spelljammer work, and for those that have decided it's worth investing in. It's been an absolute thrill creating that book, and very thankful to not only the people that have been checking out and picking it up, but also to the One Bookshelf team that immediately put it in the newsletter when it published. It's just it was completely unexpected. I mean, they didn't reach out to me and say anything about like what they were planning on doing or blah blah, but it's awesome that and a strong indication that they actually do keep an eye out on what's going on, and when they see something that they think is quality, that they actively try to promote it. That makes me feel very, very proud. It doesn't hurt that I was like adding at them nearly every day for a year for 19 months. Hey, here's a thing I'm building. Like whenever I would post on Twitter, their social media people pay attention to their Twitter account and what's being posted to it. That was unexpected and very satisfying. So I am hoping that the 2024 PHB is helps invigorate the DMsGuild community to help make it viable to keep publishing stuff there. I got a lot of stuff I want to do with Wizard IP. I'll eventually burn out of ideas, but until then, I'm just gonna keep building stuff. shouldn't care so much. Whew, man, you got a lot going on over here. I think I can afford to space this out a bit. We're down. No? He's got a little bit more space. I don't need to have this stuff crowded so closely. Yeah, give stuff a little bit of room. I'm just gonna keep making up shapes and how they connect to each other. Up, down, there you go. Go. Tripod here instead of a quad. Distillery station here. Merge. Down. Well, 3 tables done, 2 to go. We've still got about 20 minutes left. Oh, hey, these things are exhausting. No, that's just unexpected memories coming in. It's not actual trauma. I mean, I'm not actually I'm not actually tired. I'm just emotionally fatigued for remembering things that I wouldn't allow myself to remember for a long time. It's different. All right, so that resolves that bench. Who's next, huh? Beep, bop, boop, boop. More bobs and bibs. Bobs and bibs is more word for the day, folks. You hear the bobs and bibs scream real loud. Ah! Scream real loud. Sure, let's build another rack. Let's probably worth the rack. I don't need that much rack. Maybe let's do that instead. Here. That's some slot box, Kearney. Always with the random stacks of paper. Parchment, perhaps. I need another cauldron. That's what I need. Give me a cauldron. No. create more. Of this stuff. Yeah, that'll do. Let's see. There. Cool. And this is the last table that we need to build, and I question if I'll get it built. So, but the line art's coming along nicely, so that's all good. That's good. That's good. I need to add more equipment into this room here. That's good. And we'll need to build a safe, a strongbox construct for this space in here. A token. It turns into a little scorpion crab thing that tries to scuttle away when it gets fucked with. That's fun. Let's see. Maybe we can build out. Maybe we can build out something here. Thickness, there we go. Yeah, thickness 3. Thank you. Yeah, no idea what this device is. Ooh, ladles. That's fun. Grab that. Yeah, that wasn't so difficult. And let's more stuff. Let's go to storage area again. There. All right, cool. I'm going to, yeah, it's 7:54. Let's go ahead and cut it here. That's a good little piece. We got these tables built out. There's enough junk going on here, I think, to be of interest. And so when we come back tomorrow, again, I won't be on tonight because I get to be a player in a playtest. Excited. I will have, let's see, tomorrow morning we'll be back to work on additional rooms. We'll build out the line art for the equipment in the training room, and if we have time, the officers' quarters. And then I'll be back at lunch to probably do a retrospective on the playtest from tonight, and continue working on. I think we'll just do some quality of life cleanup for the Martial Powers playtest, for the Martial Power System rules that we have in our document. Preparing for the playtest that we ourselves will be conducting, and the royal we. And then yeah, that'll be my lunchtime tomorrow. So Eberron in the morning, and then lunchtime Martial Powers follow-up. And then Saturday we'll be building asteroids, and then Saturday day I'll be releasing the packet of the bundle, the Spelljammer bundle with the asteroid assets plus the normal document with all of its zip file assets as well. And then that'll be my Saturday. I'll spend all my off time working on the text of this document for this adventure, and then on Monday we'll come back, do this in the morning, more Martial Powers at lunch, and then Spelljammer mega ships in the evening. So thanks a lot for folks hanging out. Nitro, thanks for the suggestion, man. Good equipment. Appreciate that. And anyone else, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications as we continue building out these assets. And looking forward to seeing you all online. Thanks a lot.